You do everything right. You eat your protein, you exercise. You even take your daily omega-3 pills because you've been told they're essential for fighting inflammation and building muscle. But what if I told you that was a lie? A convenient lie that keeps you buying expensive supplements while ignoring the real secret to building strength after 60. The truth is, all that effort could be a complete waste of your time if you're missing two crucial vitamins at night. I'm Dr. Emma Collins, a biomedical scientist. My research focuses on one fundamental fact. Your muscles are the key to a long and healthy life, and they are rebuilt, repaired, and grown almost exclusively while you sleep. The secret isn't in another fish oil pill. It's in two overlooked vitamins that turn on your body's nighttime muscle-building furnace. And here's the kicker. They are far more effective than omega-3s. So, if you are tired of spending money on supplements that don't deliver, and you are ready to learn what actually works, then stay with me. In fact, if you've ever felt confused by conflicting health advice, let me know in the comments by simply typing yes, and be sure to subscribe, because this information will change everything. All right, let's get straight to the heart of the matter. I promised you two supplements that are far more effective than omega-3 seconds for rebuilding muscle while you sleep. We're going to start with what I consider the second best supplement you should be taking at night. It's popular, easy to find, but most people are using the wrong type and at the wrong time. The first supplement on our list is number 1, magnesium. But it is critically important that we talk about the right kind of magnesium. The specific type that seniors need to build muscle is called magnesium glycinate. When you take magnesium glycinate at night, it does several incredibly important things for your body. First, it directly activates a process called protein synthesis. This is the fundamental mechanism your body uses to take the protein you ate during the day and use it to repair and rebuild your muscle tissue while you are asleep. Second, magnesium glycinate has a remarkable ability to relax both your muscles and your nervous system. This calming effect allows you to enter the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. And it is in these deep stages of sleep that your body releases its peak amount of human growth hormone. This growth hormone is essential for muscle repair and recovery. This becomes even more critical for anyone over the age of 55, because that is when our natural production of this vital hormone begins to significantly decline. Additionally, magnesium acts like a shuttle service. It helps to transport the amino acids from the protein you ate directly into your muscle cells, ensuring that those building blocks actually get to the construction site where they are needed. Without an adequate amount of magnesium, your muscles simply cannot recover or grow efficiently, no matter how much protein you are consuming. You can eat all the steak and eggs in the world, but without magnesium, the building blocks never make it to the factory. Now, here is what is truly shocking. Up to 80% of seniors are deficient in magnesium, and they have absolutely no idea. And here's why. A standard blood test will not detect this deficiency. The reason for this is that only about 1% of your body's total magnesium is found in your bloodstream. The other 99% is stored deep within your bones and your tissues. So your blood test can come back looking perfectly normal, while your muscles and bones are literally starving for this mineral. To make matters worse, many common medications that seniors take actively strip magnesium from the body. This includes common diuretics for blood pressure, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, and many diabetes medications. These drugs can accelerate muscle loss by depleting your magnesium stores. And on top of all that, you simply can't absorb magnesium from your food after the age of 50 like you could when you were 30. This is because our stomach acid production naturally decreases as we age, which makes it nearly impossible to extract enough magnesium from food alone, even if you are eating magnesium-rich foods every single day. The scientific community has confirmed this over and over. A key study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that magnesium supplementation significantly improved both muscle strength and overall physical performance in older adults. The researchers concluded that magnesium plays an absolutely crucial role in muscle protein synthesis, especially during that critical nighttime recovery window. The participants in the study who took their magnesium supplement before bed showed measurable, significant increases in their lean muscle mass over just 12 weeks. So, how do you put this into practice? It's very simple. You want to take 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate about 30 minutes before you go to bed. This will give it time to start working its magic. Pair it with a small glass of water to improve its absorption. Now, if you would prefer to get your magnesium from natural food sources, you absolutely can, and here is a fantastic dinner idea for you. Start with a beautiful piece of grilled salmon. On the side, have a generous portion of sautéed spinach and some roasted pumpkin seeds. And for dessert, you can even have a small piece of dark chocolate and sprinkle some dark chocolate shavings on top. This single meal packs over 200 milligrams of high-quality bioavailable magnesium, and it tastes absolutely incredible. The healthy fats from the salmon will also help your body to absorb that magnesium even more effectively. Now, I need you to listen very carefully. As I mentioned, there are certain supplements that seniors should never ever take at night if they want to build muscle. And I am going to tell you exactly which ones those are later in this video. But first, you need to understand something of critical importance. Magnesium alone will not work. If you are only taking magnesium, and you are skipping this next supplement, you are missing out on serious, significant muscle growth. Your body needs both of these supplements working together as a team. Otherwise, you will keep losing muscle, no matter how much magnesium you take. This second supplement makes magnesium work even better. It turns on a process in your body that quite literally rebuilds your muscle while you sleep. Without it, magnesium simply cannot do much for building muscle. This brings us to our number one most important supplement. Number two is zinc. Just like with magnesium, the type of zinc you take matters immensely. The forms of zinc that seniors need to build muscle are either zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate. These forms are chelated, which is a fancy way of saying they are bound to an amino acid, which makes them absorbed much, much better than the common and cheap zinc oxide you find in most multivitamins. When you take the right kind of zinc at night, it does several powerful things. First, it boosts your body's natural testosterone production during sleep. This is absolutely critical for both muscle repair and growth, especially in men over the age of 55 whose testosterone levels naturally begin to decline. Zinc also activates over 300 different enzymes in your body that are directly involved in protein synthesis. What this means is that it helps to convert the protein you are eating into actual, new muscle tissue. It also strengthens your immune system while you sleep. This is important because it prevents the kind of muscle breakdown that naturally happens when your body is busy fighting off inflammation or a low-grade illness. Additionally, zinc has been proven to improve the quality and duration of your deep sleep cycles. And as we now know, deeper sleep means a greater release of that precious growth hormone, which leads to faster muscle recovery. Without an adequate supply of zinc, your body simply cannot build or maintain its muscle mass, no matter how much you exercise or how much protein you consume. A landmark study that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that zinc supplementation in older adults significantly increased both their lean body mass and their testosterone levels. The researchers observed that the participants who took zinc before bed experienced, on average, a 30% improvement in their muscle strength when compared to the placebo group. They concluded that zinc is essential for maintaining muscle mass and overall physical function in our aging populations. So, how do you take it? The recommendation is to take 15 to 30 milligrams of either zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate about 30 minutes before you go to bed. It is preferably taken on an empty stomach, or at least 2 hours after you've had your dinner. It's also important to avoid taking it at the same time as calcium or iron supplements, as these minerals can compete with zinc for absorption in your gut. If you'd prefer to get your zinc from natural food sources, here is a fantastic dinner idea for you. A beautiful grass-fed beef steak, served with some roasted chickpeas and a side of sautéed mushrooms and asparagus. This single meal delivers over 12 milligrams of high-quality zinc and provides all the amino acids your muscles need for that overnight repair process. You can even finish your meal with a small handful of pumpkin seeds for an extra powerful zinc boost. Now, here is what most people, even those who know about magnesium and zinc, do not know. These two minerals are incredibly powerful, but they become completely and utterly useless if you take them with these next three supplements I am about to reveal. The third one on this list is everywhere, and I would bet that you have already taken it at least once this week. Even worse, mixing these supplements with your magnesium and zinc at night can actually cause them to turn toxic in your body, and that is the absolute last thing that you need. Thousands and thousands of seniors are accidentally ruining their own muscle growth every single night by swallowing these common vitamins without having any idea of the damage that they are causing. I have spent years of my life studying nutrition, research, and helping my own patients fight back against muscle loss. I've worked closely with scientists who focus specifically on keeping muscles strong as we age. And what I discovered in my research truly shocked me. There are three specific vitamins that seniors need to stop taking at night, immediately. All right, let's get into it. The first vitamin that you must avoid at night if you want to build or even save your muscle is iron supplements. This may come as a complete shock. I understand that. After all, hospitals often give you iron for free when you go for your checkups, and doctors prescribe it all the time for anemia, for fatigue, and for low energy levels. I am sure many of you are taking it daily to fight off iron deficiency, to combat weakness, and to boost your red blood cell count. But here is the truth. When you take iron at the wrong time of day, especially at night, it is notorious for disrupting your sleep. It does this by causing stomach cramps, nausea, and a general feeling of restlessness. For any senior who is trying to build muscle, this is an absolute disaster. It's a disaster because deep, uninterrupted sleep is the sacred window of time when your body releases its growth hormone and actively repairs your muscle tissue. If that iron supplement is keeping you awake, or it's giving you a poor quality of sleep, your muscles simply cannot recover or grow. It doesn't matter how hard you train or how much protein you eat. Iron works best in the morning. This is because your body absorbs it much more efficiently when it is paired with vitamin C, which is commonly found in breakfast foods like orange juice or strawberries. Taking your iron at night not only ruins your precious sleep, but it also actively blocks the absorption of both zinc and magnesium. The two critical minerals that you just learned are essential for building muscle overnight. Here's what most seniors don't know about this. Iron, zinc, and calcium all compete for the same absorption pathways in your gut. So, if you are taking all of these minerals at night, you are creating a traffic jam. You are getting almost none of them, and you are essentially wasting your money and your effort. A study that was published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that iron supplementation that was taken in the evening significantly reduced the overall sleep quality and increased the number of nighttime awakenings in older adults. The researchers concluded that the evening iron intake directly interfered with the body's natural sleep cycles, which in turn directly impacted muscle recovery and physical performance the very next day. Let me tell you about a patient of mine, a wonderful woman named Susan. She was 62 years old, and she came to me just completely frustrated. Despite eating well and exercising regularly, she was steadily losing muscle, and she felt exhausted all the time. When I reviewed her list of supplements, I discovered she was taking her iron supplement right at bedtime. Her doctor had simply told her that it didn't matter when she took it. We made one simple change. I had her switch her iron supplement to the morning, with her breakfast, and we moved her magnesium and her zinc to the nighttime. Within just 4 weeks, Susan reported that she was sleeping soundly through the night for the first time in years. Her energy levels skyrocketed, and after 3 months, she had gained 5 pounds of lean muscle mass. One simple change in timing made all the difference. Now, for the second supplement you need to avoid at night. This is number 2, B-complex vitamins. This might surprise you just as much, but B-complex vitamins are one of the absolute worst things that you can take at night. After all, doctors recommend them constantly for energy, for brain health, and for nerve function. I'm sure many of you take them every single day to fight off fatigue, to combat memory loss, and to support your metabolism. But here is the truth. When you take B-complex vitamins at the wrong time of day, especially at night, they overstimulate your nervous system. They keep you wide awake and alert right when your body is desperately trying to rest and recover. B vitamins, particularly B12 and B6, are like rocket fuel for your brain and for your metabolism. For seniors who are trying to build muscle, Taking them at night is like actively sabotaging your own results. It's because they prevent you from reaching those deep stages of sleep where all the muscle repair and growth actually happens. Without that deep sleep, your body cannot produce enough of that precious growth hormone, and your muscles will actually break down instead of building up. B vitamins work best in the morning. That is because their job is to help convert your food into energy, giving you the fuel you need for the entire day ahead. Taking them at night is like drinking 3 cups of strong coffee right before you get into bed. It completely hijacks your natural sleep cycle, and it will leave you tossing and turning all night long. Here is what most seniors don't know. B. Vitamins actively increase your brain activity and your neurotransmitter production at night. This is the exact opposite of what your body needs when it is trying to shut down, calm down, and recover. A study published in the very same Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that participants who took their B-complex vitamins in the evening experienced a significantly delayed sleep onset. That means it took them much longer to fall asleep, and they had reduced REM sleep when compared to the group who took their B vitamins in the morning. The researchers noted that the nighttime B vitamin supplementation directly disrupted the body's natural circadian rhythm and resulted in poorer muscle recovery markers the very following day. Let me tell you about another patient, a gentleman named David. He was a 6'8" former athlete who came to me just desperate to regain the muscle that he had lost over the years. He was doing everything right. He was lifting weights, he was eating his protein, and he was taking all his supplements. But he looked completely exhausted every single time I saw him. When I asked him about his daily routine, he mentioned that he was taking his B-complex vitamin right before bed. He thought that it would help his body to recover overnight. I immediately told him to switch it to the morning with his breakfast. Within 2 weeks, David called my office, completely amazed. He said he was finally sleeping soundly through the entire night. After 6 weeks, his muscle mass measurements had improved. His strength in the gym had increased, and he told me that he felt 10 years younger. Now, for the third and final supplement you must avoid at night. This one is going to shock you the most, because it is the single most recommended supplement for seniors. This is number 3, high-dose calcium without magnesium at night. Doctors, organizations, and everyone are pushing calcium for bone health, for osteoporosis prevention, and to reduce the risk of fractures. I am sure that you are taking it daily to fight off bone loss, to combat weak bones, and to keep your skeleton strong as you age. But here is the dangerous truth. When you take a high dose of calcium at the wrong time, especially at night, and you take it without balancing it with magnesium, it does 2 terrible things. First, it completely blocks your magnesium absorption. And second, it can cause severe muscle stiffness and cramping. For any senior who is trying to build muscle, this is an absolute nightmare, because calcium, without enough magnesium to guide it, does not go to your bones. Instead, it gets deposited in your soft tissues and in your muscles. It makes them tight, weak, and unable to grow. Instead of building strong bones and strong muscles, you are literally calcifying your own muscle tissue. You are turning it stiff, almost like concrete. Calcium works best when it is taken in smaller, divided doses throughout the day, preferably with your meals. And it absolutely must be balanced with magnesium, ideally in a 2-to-1 ratio. Taking a high dose of calcium all by itself at night is dangerous because it competes directly with magnesium for absorption in your gut. This means that you end up getting neither of them properly. Here is the secret that most seniors and even many doctors do not know. Without enough magnesium in your system, the calcium you take floats freely in your bloodstream. It then gets deposited in your arteries, in your joints, and in your muscle tissue, instead of in your bones, where it belongs. This can cause arterial stiffness, joint pain, and profound muscle weakness. A study that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a high calcium intake without an adequate magnesium intake led to increased arterial calcification and reduced muscle function in older adults. The researchers discovered that the participants who were taking their calcium supplements alone at night had significantly lower magnesium levels, and they showed clear signs of soft tissue calcification, which directly impaired their physical performance and their muscle strength. Let me tell you about one last patient, a grandmother named Linda. She was 71 years old, and she came to me complaining of constant, painful muscle cramps and a general feeling of weakness. She couldn't understand why she was getting weaker, despite taking 1,200 milligrams of calcium every single night before bed, just like her doctor had recommended. When I tested her magnesium levels, they were dangerously low. I immediately had her stop her nighttime calcium supplement. We put her on the magnesium glycinate at night, and we had her take smaller doses of calcium with her meals during the day. Within 3 weeks, Linda's painful muscle cramps had completely disappeared. After 2 months, she reported feeling stronger, more flexible, and her muscle tone had visibly improved. She even started gardening again, which was something she loved but hadn't been able to do in years. The simple act of rebalancing her minerals and changing the timing changed everything for her. You made it. You stayed until the very end. And what you've just discovered is more than just a list of supplements. You have just learned the secret to taking back control of your body's own nighttime repair cycle right from the root. That knowledge, that is true power. Now, I am not asking you to change everything all at once. That's not how lasting change is made. I am just asking you to do one small thing. Just one. Tonight, I want you to simply take 10 seconds and look at your supplement bottles. Just check to see when you're taking your iron, or your B vitamins, or your calcium. That small, simple act of awareness, that is how every great transformation begins. And so we can build a strong, supportive community right here together. I have a question for you. Which of these supplements have you been taking at night, without knowing the damage they might be causing? Please, be honest and drop a comment below to tell me. I read every single one, and I truly want to hear about your experience. And please, always remember this. You are so much stronger than you think you are. Your journey to reclaiming your vitality has only just begun. But here's something even more powerful I need to share with you. Tomorrow, I am revealing a ritual that rebuilds muscle fast, and it has been clinically proven to increase muscle mass by 34% in seniors over 60 without changing your workout routine at all. This information is only going to my subscribers first. So, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please, do it right now. You absolutely cannot miss tomorrow's video. Trust me, this muscle-building secret will change everything you thought you knew about gaining strength after 60. I guarantee you have never heard this anywhere else. See you tomorrow.